y'all. Katt Williams. Katt Williams. Black Twitter, Black Hollywood reacts to the jaw-dropping Katt Williams interview with Shannon Sharpe, y'all. Oh boy, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? This is Hot Tea with Hot Topics. And today's hot topic is Katt Williams. Yes, he went viral last night. He went viral and we're going to talk about it today. All right? Let's get right into it. Black Twitter and Black Hollywood reacts to jaw-dropping Katt Williams interview with Shannon Sharpe. Black folks on every side of the internet have been reeling from the gems, the jabs, the jokes, and more thrown in Katt's early 3-hour-long interview. Ooh, child. Now, 24 hours ago, Katt Williams' explosive interview on Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay podcast set the social media streets on fire. Yes. On Wednesday, reactions have been pouring in and out. If you somehow miss the hubbub, if you somehow missed this interview, let me summarize it for you in 4 simple words. Katt Williams chooses violence. Yeah, he did. Katt Williams chose violence. No, not physical violence, of course, but verbal violence. Yes, he did. In the form of setting the record straight and throwing truth bombs and straight up shots over the course of nearly 3 hours, throwing shots towards nearly every black comedian and a handful of black entertainers in Hollywood. Ooh, child. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I'm talking folks like Cedric the Entertainer. We talking folks like Steve Harvey. So he said Cedric the Entertainer, aka the Walrus. We talking Steve Harvey, aka Mr. Potato Head. We talking Kevin Hart. We talking Rickey Smiley. We talking Faison Love. We talking Michael Blackson. We talking Ludacris, Earthquake, Tyler Perry, P. Diddy, Jonathan Mayers, and many, many more. He also managed to drop some quotes that live rent-free in my mind for the next 3 decades. One of them is, "You having an unnatural alliance to losers is unlike you," is the most delicious, pointed, backhanded, yet still somehow complimentary word salad I fested on in a long, long time. Let's just take a quick little recap.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How?
Swoop, what's
That's
up?
why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Rickey Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it. I told them don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But
no
I didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing.
Ooh, child. Katt Williams went in. Yes, he did. So, and while a handful of comedians have already issued their responses, back to the Friday After Next star, it appeared, the Friday After Next star, it appears too little too late, as most folks online have chosen sides. And unfortunately for them, they're siding with Katt Williams, dog. Wow. Wow. Not Katt Williams, saying at least 7 comedians have a light-skinned, weird-faced wife who doesn't talk. Bruh, I'm dead, dog. What? He's letting the chopper spray, wrote one user. Someone posted on Twitter, he said, not Katt Williams, saying at least 7 comedians have a light-skinned, weird-faced wife who doesn't talk. Bruh. You got to be rolling on that, okay? All of the comedians got light-skinned wives, okay? I don't even know why they be messing with Katt Williams. He don't star nothing, but he always finishes it, said another one. Shannon Sharp just said, hello, and Katt Williams was like, I'll begin with a list of everyone who I think is untalented in alphabetical order. After we finish up with that, I'm going to tell you about all the people who stole from me, wrote one user. Katt Williams is somehow both a prolific truther and a prolific liar at the same time. And that is why his talents for compelling storytelling is inimputable. I think I'm saying it right. No one has perfected the skill of exposing complete and utter shenanigans while telling the bare naked ass truth like he has. Literally. 5 minutes into Katt Williams' interview, and this already might be one of the greatest interviews of all time. One person wrote on Twitter, said 5 minutes into Katt Williams, and this is already one of the greatest interviews of all time. Some other comedians who thankfully didn't catch a stray bullet also stood up for the first Sunday star, writing in a comment sections on Instagram. Katt likes me, I hope, said D. Ray Davis. Katt Williams, took me on the road, and I love me some Katt Williams, said Miss Pat. Nah, Katt has his gun out, said Lil Mama. Alright. Scandal star Columbus, Short even chime in, seamlessly piggybacking off of Katt's claims of Cedric the Entertainer allegedly shiesty ways, posted a video detailing a story of how the comedian in calling him a bitch-made ass nigga. Though to be fair, Many folks in the comments weren't all that receptive to his tale, given the fact that he got his own self canceled through shiesty actions years ago. At any rate, with this only being the fourth day into 2024, if Katt's interviews is any indication for what the best of the year has in store, we better all duck cover. You never know who might be next on the Rasta. Okay, I wonder what Ice Cube said. Ice Cube clarifies things Katt Williams said about Friday film series in virtual interview. Ice Cube is clarifying some things said by Katt Williams on the Shay Shay interview podcast concerning Friday film series. Ice Cube responds to Katt Williams' interview on Friday. Ice Cube finally offered a reaction on social media to Katt Williams' interviewing that has had the internet going nuts. It's your homie, Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. Ice Cube begins the clip shared on X, formerly known as Twitter. Alright, everybody been checking out the internet. My man Katt Williams. First of all, I just want to say we shot Friday After Next over 20 years ago. Damn, was it that long? I am old. So, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. Ice Cube went on to address Katt Williams down Rickey Smiley, saying Rickey was initially supposed to have the role of Money Mike, which ultimately went to Katt Williams. Alright. As far as specific things, Katt was 100 on a few things. Cube continues. Most of what he is saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we brought in the new comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Rickey did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and saw how he moved and how he was auditioning, we decided he would be better. He would be a better Santa Claus, which to me was a perfect casting. When we saw Katt, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. Katt said he wrote his role, which the role was written, but he enhanced it, Q adds. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. Money Mike had a small role, but when we start filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. Q pushed back on Katt, saying there was initially a rape scene in Friday After Next until Katt made them pull the plug on the rape scene. We would never ever show that, Cube says. That's not my style. He also touched on former Friday actors previously complaining about the pay they received for the film. Much love for Katt, Cube says in conclusion. He spoke up for me, he spoke up for me a lot, and I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things. The new Katt Williams interview on Club Shay has been a talk of the town and the talk of the internet since it debuted this Wednesday, January 3rd. Katt called out several comedians, including Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Faison Love, Kevin Hart, Diddy, Kanye West, and Ludacris. Has made headlines. See, Ice Cube set the record straight about Katt Williams. And let's see what he had to say on Twitter.
What's cracking? It's your homie Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. You know, everybody been in that. My man Katt Williams. You know, first of all, I just want to say, you know, we shot that movie over 20 years ago. So, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. I also want to say, you know, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Katt Williams, you know, Rickey Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that, you know, if I have an opportunity, I was going to give them an opportunity. You know, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as far as, you know, specific things, you know, Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple of things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Katt, you know, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And, you know, Katt, you know, said he wrote his role, which, I mean, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. You know, Money Mike had a small role, you know, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we started filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. You know, when we shoot these movies, you know, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, and once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad-lib, riff, you know, play with the words, do their thing. You know, we give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. You know, sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. You know, when somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's second thing I want to clear up. I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they're not raunchy. You know, we did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So The only reason that kind of stuff was in the movie is because you have three villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating. Craig and Day Day for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, a pimp that treats his woman, like a property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, from the Joker brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other two villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script. It was never, we would never ever show that. That's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So, that was never a discussion. We, at that point in everybody's career, we would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor. We do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of shit in movies, on camera. And so, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. Katt, he wrote a lot of his part because, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. He was coming off the dome. He was coming prepared every day to steal the show. That was his mission. And, that's what he did, with the movie. And it launched his career, And I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, come through, a Q Vision production and went on to do bigger and better things. And look, a lot of people are talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. Most of these guys work a couple of days, and when you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people working on the movie that need to get paid. Most of them got to get paid every day. And there's pre-production and post-production. Even after you finish with the actors, you got to pay editors and sound people. And my movies are all about quality, so most of the money go up on the screen. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm not giving you no low budget, shit you can laugh at because it's so cheap. So, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. Take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you could take that for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? I've given a lot of these guys opportunities. And I still act, so I'm waiting for a call. I ain't got to produce everything or write everything. I got love for all the comedians that I've worked with. Got, much love for Katt. He spoke up for me a lot. And I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things. And shit, man. I hope y'all have a good 2024. Yeah.
All right, that's a little bit what Ice Cube had to say. All right, Ice Cube responds. Okay, all right, we're almost done. Let me see what Cedric the Entertainer had to say, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Cedric the Entertainer responds to Katt Williams' joke allegations. Oh, y'all ready for baddies, y'all? I can't wait for baddies. They about to go to Jamaica. I'm about to do a review on that this Sunday. Sunday at 9 p.m. Alright. Katt Williams has aired out his fellow comedians. Let's see what Cedric the Entertainer had to say.
Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up? He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
Alright, let's see what Mike Blackson had to say. Mike Blackson. Mike, what's this one? So, he also accused Cedric the Entertainer of stealing his jokes, his closing joke, in 1998. He sure did. He sure did. Mike Blackson did a tweet, and he tweeted this. He says, Katt Williams is a very smart midget nigga. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today so we can all respond and make him relevant again. Now you gotta get your troll on. Michael Blackson. They got all these light-skinned women that don't talk. Katt Williams. They got some bad women, boy. These ugly niggas. Y'all took together are happy. Oh. What are you using? Twitter or about here? Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the show. This is a quick reaction on Katt Williams and Ice Cube response. I'll see you on the next one. And this is your hot tea for the day. I'm out. Peace.